But I think, you know, my limitations as a guitar player has kind of made me find other avenues to be able to play stuff. You know, like, I mean, I'll turn my delay off. Toilet is never good in lessons. So, yeah, I mean, you know, like, obviously, I mean, I'm a big fan of Paul Gilbert and all that kind of stuff, and his kind of picking and all the rest of it. You know, when I do any picking, it's 1, 2, and 4. Let's number the fingers. 1, 2, 3, and 4, just in case you didn't get that. 1, 2, and 4, they kind of work together, you know. Doing that kind of thing. And, you know, 1, 2, and 3 works. I think, you know, when I started playing piano before I played guitar, I think I kind of developed some good stretching with my left hand, and I think that's probably why I get such big stretches with, like, you know, those 3 fingers. So, you know, doing anything like that just ends up being a lot easier to do. It's not nearly as consistent trying to, you know, put the little finger in. But the thing is, people kind of go, yeah, but you don't use your little finger at limit shell. Well, it doesn't, because I still would be playing that lick anyway, because that's what I've written. So what fingers I use to play it is fucking irrelevant.
I agree.
Yeah. So, you know, it's, yeah, so. But I mean, you know, Guthrie Govan, I mean, you know, I'm sure all of you guys know him, you know, his playing, when he uses, you know, 3 fingers, he even uses a hairband, no one gives him any shit. So why do I always end up with the shit end of the stick, do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's, you know, that's kind of why. And also, I think, you know, because my 3rd and 4th finger are double jointed, I mean, it just, they look it's when I start doing things like that. I mean, sometimes I'll do bends and people do little finger bends and stuff, but I kind of don't bother. So, you know, the difference between... Yeah, and you know, it's like, why would I bother now, after 20 years of playing guitar, change it? F them. That's what I say. But yeah, you know, to kind of go in, you know, doing this. See, I think with his lesson, he used to kind of really accent that. So. You know, kind of spent a long time doing that. But there is a kind of middle ground point where you do sort of like struggle. And I still do even now if I'm doing at certain picking speeds and stuff like that. But generally, the best way to train yourself is to just start on a fairly sort of modest BPM on a metronome and just play, you know, like a note per click. You know, not worrying about rhythmic, you know, being playing in between the beat and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just kind of doing that. And if you can get it up to, I think, you know, if you can get your picking up to 160 BPM, I think that's a fairly reasonable target for anyone to achieve. I mean, you know, anything kind of up to 180 and 200 is, you know, it's hard to kind of do, you know. But it really does depend. I mean, a lot of my picking depends on what pick I'm using, which is kind of why I've been on a fucking search for, like, you know, the pick. I must admit, I mean, this is, I don't know, I haven't thrown it away yet. And yesterday I did a clinic, I went through nearly 10 picks. So, I mean, no one would think that that's an important part of your guitar playing, but you ask any guitar player, if you haven't got the right pick, you're f***ed.